meet you again. Kind of, right? Yeah, I know. This is a huge party. And to be completely honest, I'm kind of tired. Are you tired too? Did you decide to hide from the party like I did? Well, it's really nice to see you again with less people around so we can actually talk. Not so much music going on. Okay, so you're probably a little bit of an introvert like me. I can be both. Yeah, I can be extroverted and introverted, but I just find that sometimes I'm at these parties and then like my social meter just completely runs out. Yeah, I know. So here I am, hiding in this quiet little corner from the party. It's just really nice to get away even for a few minutes and just like reset my social battery. Just, taking a few minutes to myself. I have a drink here. Do you have a drink as well? To be honest, I'm just drinking water. I'm kind of over drinking anything. Yeah. It's really nice. I'd offer you some, but strange times we're living in. Who knows if we can share drinks anymore, but there's certainly a lot of people at this party. And now that it feels like things are going back to normal, I don't think I'm used to this much socialization, to be honest. Yeah. A funny story. One time I was on vacation and I had this drink. It was this natural sugarcane drink. And there was this person, part of our little tour group, and she's like, "Oh, what are you drinking?" So I told her what it was, and she's like, "Do you mind if I..." And before I could even answer it, she stuck her finger like this in my drink, and she tasted it from her finger, and she's like, Actually, I think she stuck her pinky, and she was like, "Isn't that weird?" And I mean, I hadn't really known her. I only knew her for that one day. And when you're traveling and you're out, and this was, of course, pre, the strange time we're living in, but still, we weren't using as much hand sanitizer back then, so I had pretty much just got the drink, and I was excited to drink it, and she stuck her finger in, and I was like, would you have drank it after? I still drank it, but I was just not as, enthused about it after she did that, but I mean, I felt too bad. What am I gonna say? I don't even know if I would have even necessarily said no. I didn't know what she was gonna do. She's just like, "Do you mind?" And I was like, and she just did that. So yeah, every time I see a glass full of nice ice like this, sometimes I think of that. Just thought I would share that story. Ice cold water. Usually when I drink water, I always drink it at room temperature. But sometimes in the summer months, it's nice to put a little bit of ice in your glass and just drink. Yeah, like I said, I only feel like water tonight. I don't know, I'm not in the mood to party, I guess you can say. So, oh no, I'm happy to have you here with me. I just mean it's a little hard sometimes socializing in these large groups, talking over the music, making just basic conversation, I guess you can say. It's hard to be personal. When you're one-on-one, it's one thing, but I mean, when you're in a group of people, it's just, you usually pick a topic and everyone chimes in, and that's about it. But one-on-one, you get to be a little more personal with each other, which is nice. So I'm happy that you're with me. I actually enjoy the company, believe it or not. I just wanted to escape by myself and just relax on my own. drinking tonight? Can I see? Don't worry, I'm not gonna stick my finger in your drink. Imagine if I did that after my story. Well, it's not quite late enough to leave the party, and I hate to be the first person out the door. So, just taking a moment and relaxing and unwinding on my own, and we can go out there and socialize for a bit, and then maybe we can leave the party at the same time so we don't feel as bad. Maybe if we conveniently have to go at the same time, it looks better. We'll just hide out here for a couple more minutes, just enjoying each other's company, and then quick socialization, and then we can go. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to hide from parties with somebody. It's a way of socializing, but just not being over the top, you know? I honestly think all this time spent on my own, social distancing and all that, has kind of turned me into even more of an introvert than I usually am. Yeah, I think I did an online test, I remember. I think there were like 14 personality types that you could be. I'm trying to remember mine. I can't remember. I think I was a mediator, or I don't know what it was, something like that. But one thing that I do remember was that they also showed you how much of an introvert and extrovert you are. And I was like, I think I was like 47% or something like that extrovert. So I'm just a little bit more introverted, as you can see. Like 53% or something. Just a little bit more introverted. So there are moments when, believe me, I enjoy socializing. Of course, I missed it after all this time, but a girl needs to adjust. Like, I feel like I went from like 0 to 100 really quick, and I'm just exhausted. Yeah, well, that'll do it for you for sure. I feel like we're pretty similar from when I gather. Yeah, I think that when I'm socializing in like a large group, I think I can be a little more introverted, and one-on-one my personality comes out more. So as you can see with you, I'm just talking a little bit more, you know. I think I just feel more comfortable one-on-one, but if we were in a large group, I don't think I would say that much. I have to be pretty comfortable with a person to open up, you can say. I mean, I rarely say personal things about myself unless I feel comfortable with the person that I'm with. Some people, they just feel so comfortable just telling their whole life story within the first few minutes of meeting them. The world needs all kinds of people. It makes life for an introvert much more comfortable, because I actually do enjoy when somebody just talks my ear off a little bit. It makes me definitely feel comfortable, like not having to speak, just having to listen. I think I like that, so I don't mind when someone gets really personal with me. It takes the edge off a little bit, if you know what I mean. That's why sometimes two introverts, it's just like, you know, we're too shy to say anything to each other. It's good that I'm kind of both, so I think I know when to talk and when to be quiet. Why just water? Well, I had a little glass of wine, and then I just felt like sometimes when I drink a lot of red wine, it just makes me really sleepy, and I'm already kind of not feeling so social. So if I felt sleepy on top of it, I don't know what I would have done. So I just got some ice water, and yeah, I think this is keeping me perky. I would totally cheers with you, but actually in Italian it's bad luck to cheers with water. I think that's the way of encouraging people to drink more in all honesty, but you shouldn't really cheers with water. It's bad luck. There's a lot of superstitions in the Italian culture, but of course not just in the Italian culture, but in almost every culture you'll find a lot of superstitions. Yeah. You know, you take them with a grain of salt, but I still, to this day, I don't ever cheers with water. Yeah. Well, I mean, I find that when you believe in things, it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you feel like something would be bad luck, if you do it, you could end up getting bad luck. If you don't believe in something like this and you cheers with water, I'm sure nothing bad would happen to you. But it's just the fact that I know it, I don't think I could do it. It's really silly, I know. But I guess in a social situation, if I were drinking water and everyone was kind of forcing me to cheers, I would probably just do it. I should probably put this down, but there's something comforting about just holding like a nice cold glass of water. It's kind of hot in here, do you find? Yeah. That's why water helps. So how long have you known our little friend here who threw the party? Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. That's cool. It's kind of like a friend of a friend situation. Yeah, there's so many people here. I don't think I know more than like five or six people. Yeah, and not even that well, you know. Usually if I were going to a party, I would go with my sisters, but they were both busy tonight, so it's kind of just me on my own, and that feels so strange. It kind of makes me feel even more out of my comfort zone, I think, so maybe that explains why I'm feeling less social. What about you? Why did you need to get away tonight? Tell me everything. I'm just gonna listen to you. Well, that's fine. Oh yeah, I totally understand. Very similar to my situation. If only everyone could be so lucky to find such a nice person to hang out with in this kind of circumstance. Yeah. Well, I'm here for you. As long as you need to. We do not have to go back to that party anytime soon. We can actually just hang out, just you and I. Unwind in this kind of like closet area that we're in. You know? Yeah. I don't even hear any music. I know. It makes me feel like this is almost like soundproof. Yeah. I don't know. Very strange that I'm enjoying it. My head is actually enjoying it. Yes, these little ice cubes. They're already melting. They're less musical if you listen. Quite nice. I will dip my own finger in here because it's my drink. I'm drinking it. So I don't mind when my own finger goes into my drink. Well, I'm glad you have something to drink too, or this would just be rude. Imagine enjoying a nice fresh glass of water and the person that you're with is so thirsty. I don't know if I could brave it and go out and get you water, to be completely honest. I don't know if I want to. So I'm glad you have a drink. Yeah. Well, now that I feel like we're pretty familiar with each other, I think I should introduce myself. I didn't even tell you my name. I'm Lisa. Nice to meet you. What's your name? So nice to meet you. How funny, I don't know, it feels like I've known you for a long time, so maybe that's why we skipped the introduction phase. Personally, I don't like when I'm meeting someone and we have to cover all the basics, like where did you grow up? What do you do for a living? Yada yada. I kind of wish we could just like have some more, I don't know, ask each other really random questions, you know? Oh my gosh, I love would you rather questions. Do you like them? Wow, I knew we would be friends. Would you rather questions are the best. Yeah, because it's like, I'm just gonna put my drink down when I talk to you. It's such like an interesting way of getting to know someone. So instead of asking them, what do you do for a living? I mean, sure, you can get to know someone like that, but these are like, they sort of pry deep within your psyche, asking you, what would you rather do? Okay, I know what we're gonna do. Give me a second here, okay? 1 second. Would you rather questions? Oh yeah, typing them in my phone. Okay, so these would you rather questions are from this website called Hobby Lark. There are tons, I think there are like 60, but maybe we'll do the first 10. We'll see how we feel. But basically, I think that this is a great way for us to get to know each other. So let's see what this says here. It says, do you ever wonder if your friends are deep or just plain airheads? You can find out just how shallow they are by asking them these difficult, deep would you rather questions that test their morals, ethics, and philosophy of life. Oh my gosh. Well, let's get to know each other. So I guess I'll read them out loud. If you'd like, I can read them. Okay? And then we'll take turns answering first. So I'll read the question and then maybe I'll answer first. You'll answer second. I'll read the next question. You answer first. I answer second. That way it's fair. Is that okay? Okay, great. So I think we'll start with the first one, and then these are completely random. If there's any you want to skip, just let me know and we'll skip them. There's so many to choose from. But we'll go 1 through 2 and so on. So let's see how we feel. Okay. 1. Would you rather give up social media or eat the same dinner for the rest of your life? What? Would you rather give up social media or eat the same dinner for the rest of your life? Does YouTube count as social media? Because I couldn't give up watching ASMR videos. Do you watch them too? Okay, so let's say that doesn't count. Okay, so social media, let's think of it more like social platforms that you actually socialize on, because you don't technically have to socialize on YouTube, although it is nice when people comment and things like that. I say I would rather give up social media because I don't think I could eat the same dinner for the rest of my life. I mean, I know you could probably pick a really delicious dinner, but I'm kind of a foodie. Like, not kind of, I'm definitely a foodie. I love food. And I find that, like, I get really bored of food very easily. Like, even during a dinner, I like to have options. So I could not eat the same dinner every single day of my life. Because what does that mean? If you go on vacation, you can't even try something new for dinner. So I would give up social media. What about you? Okay. Why? Yeah? Good answer. I like that. Okay, this next one you're going to answer first now. Question number 2. Would you rather lose all of the money you've earned this year or lose all of the memories you've gained this year? You have to answer first. That's a hard one, I know. I'm sorry. Really? Why is that? Wow. That's pretty smart, actually. I like that. Yeah, I think I would say that I'd rather lose all of the money that I've gained this year. Not just because I haven't gained very much, but because memories are precious. Even if I haven't done that much this year, I would hate to think, what are we in the month of June? I would lose half a year of memories. It's kind of sad, really. Imagine how lost you would feel. I mean, you can always make more money, but you can't make more memories. Good answer. I like that. Oh, this. It's just this little watermelon phone case. I put this on, and then I've had this on for months. I didn't even think that I would have kept this on so long. Sometimes I like to change my phone cases to like match my mood, but it's summertime, so I like it. Yeah, it's these little watermelons. Yeah, and this little thingy right here. It's just, you know. But the weird thing about this one is that I don't know if I put this in properly, but it's like, but I kind of like that because you can hold it from the bottom part, or you can hold it from the top part, depending on how, And I find that I'm always on my phone, not just because I'm addicted to social media. We know that I would give it up, but I find that I read on my phone all the time, and when you're in bed reading and you want to get into like a comfortable position, it just makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably do 10 of these and then we should go back, I know. Okay. Question number 3. My turn. Would you rather have no taste or be colorblind? I mean, that sounds kind of simple enough, but both are pretty unfortunate when you think about it. I mean, I have been so sick, not recently, but I remember like a long time ago when I did this tour, I got so sick on vacation that I lost my taste buds, and I remember eating and I couldn't taste anything, and it was the saddest thing. It was like heartbreaking. So to be colorblind would be quite sad, but people they're colorblind and they're just fine. I think they can eat good food and feel happy, so I think I would say I'd rather have no taste. I mean, I think I would rather be colorblind. Yeah, I would not rather have no taste. I would rather be colorblind. I once met this guy, and I think he was like selling something at this store, and we got to talking, and he said that he got into a fight, and he was like, he can't see certain colors, so he's technically colorblind because I think somebody hit him so hard that he lost his color, I guess. And I felt so sad for him. I laughed at first when he told me. It's just a weird reaction. Sometimes, like, when I don't know what to do, I laugh, but like, I'm like, I didn't know if he was serious, but he was serious, so I felt really bad for that. But yeah, definitely. Okay, what would you say? Yeah. Great minds think alike. Okay, next, your turn first. Would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death? This is hard. You can think about it. Oh, you already have your answer. You've thought about this. Okay, what is it? Really? Yeah. That makes sense. Oh my gosh. It's morbid. It's pretty morbid. Okay. Well, you are fantastic at this game, probably better than me. Know the date of your death or the cause of your death? Oh my gosh. Part of me feels like if I knew the date, maybe I could change it. Like, I would lock myself in my house and never leave. But then what if you die in your house? Sorry to be so morbid. Oh my gosh, but I guess you're okay with that. Know the date of your death or the cause of your death. See, if I knew the cause and it was something that I felt like I could change, could you not change this if you knew? Both would be pretty bad. If I knew the date and it was like a long time from now, I guess that would make me live differently. How can I answer this? The date or the cause? But what if it's a really bad cause and then I'm going to be living with anxiety? The date or the cause? I think both would drastically change how you live your life. If I had to pick, maybe the cause, just out of sheer curiosity, because the date would be like too much for me. Especially if it was soon. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I guess the cause. I guess. Okay. Next question, my turn. Would you rather flip a coin for a chance to win $20 or immediately win $10? Interesting. So I guess the real question here is, do you want instant gratification even if it's not small, or do you want to technically double your odds with a chance? Are you more of a gambler? So to me, the idea of winning $10 immediately is obviously nice, but $20 is not so much of a jump from that, but it is, both are small amounts. So maybe if you're talking about 100 versus 200, I would probably just take the 100 and leave. But for the $10 or $20, I think I would risk it and go for the $20. What about you? Right? I thought so. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just moving around here. My leg is stuck to the floor. We've clearly been sitting for a long time. Okay. Next question. This is question number 6. Your turn first. Would you rather always hit a red light for the rest of your life, or always get slow internet after the sun goes down? What would you rather do? So always hit a red light for the rest of your life, or always get slow internet after the sun goes down? Okay, well, sometimes it helps to talk through it, so let's hear. Okay. That's true, that's true. Okay, I think so. Is that your final answer? I think, I'm gonna be honest, I think I would say I would always get slow internet after the sun goes down, because, oh gosh, but that would suck if it comes time to watching videos. You're right. Like, if I had to watch certain videos on YouTube, let's say, because sometimes before bed I love to watch ASMR, that's the only time that would bother me. But always getting a red light for the rest of my life, like, what if there was an emergency? If it's only when I drove, maybe I would pick that because I don't mind being driven around. So if the person in the car with me doesn't have to get the red lights, that would be fine. But if I was going to be driving all the time or using the internet all the time, I think I would just rather get slow internet after the sun goes down. Because it doesn't hurt either to sometimes put the phone away and just, I don't know. I was gonna say unwind with a movie or something, but what if you're using internet? It doesn't hurt to read a book. I actually would enjoy reading before bed, so maybe that could be an excuse to get into that good habit. So that's what I would say. Okay, next, my turn first. Number 7. Have the lights on or off if you knew the room was full of snakes. Oh, okay, so if the room was full of snakes, would you rather have the lights on or off? I would rather have them on. Having them off would be completely traumatic. I guess it's like, do you want to face your fears or not? Maybe if you're scared of snakes, you don't want to see them, but I think the idea that they would be in the room with me and not being able to see them would just terrify me, so definitely I want those lights on so I can avoid those snakes. Yeah, even though snakes are like seemingly scary, I don't hate any type of animal or critter, so I wouldn't mind seeing them. I've held a snake before. I've even held a tarantula before. Yeah, huge spider. It was like the size of my hand, and its legs are so tickly. So yeah, definitely lights on. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what you would do too? Great minds think alike. Next question. Your turn to answer. Question number 8. Would you rather be the person who flips the switch during executions, or be the judge who decides who should be executed? What? this question is really hard. Do you want to skip it? You don't mind? Okay. So what do you think? Would you rather flip the switch or be the judge who decides? This is a hard one. Okay. Why is that? Why do you think? Really? Yeah, it's melted. Go on. Oh my gosh. I can completely understand that. What would I say? Be the person who flips the switch during executions, or be the judge who decides who should be executed? Oh my gosh, I think I would rather be the judge, in all honesty, because the idea of personally ending someone's life with my hand, maybe it would be traumatic, because I wouldn't, like, what if I didn't agree with that and I had to do it, you know? At least if I was the judge, I can make a decision and live with that. Be the judge who decides who should be executed. So technically you don't have to execute anybody if you don't want to, and if you did, then you could. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of true crime on TV lately, and I feel like even though the decision is made, it could be years and years before the actual execution takes place. So I wouldn't mind being the judge, in all honesty. Yeah. There you go. I think you've had the harder questions so far, so if you want me to answer the next ones first, I don't mind. I can answer the last few just first if you want. You're okay? You're so nice. Okay, question number 9. Would you rather go blind or deaf? My turn to answer, and I can answer this because I think about this all the time. And I think I would rather go deaf, because being like an occasional, I would say, introvert, I don't mind not talking. So if I couldn't hear, I don't think I would necessarily mind that as much either. But the idea of not being able to see things, I mean, let's be honest, both are not ideal, but there are plenty of people who go through either one. So, you know, my respect to both parties, but I think if I had to choose, I would just go deaf, even though I would miss out on ASMR. Can you imagine? You can have visual ASMR though. But I think I would prefer, I think I would prefer that. What about you? Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Wow. I like your answer. Good job. Okay, next question. This is a juicy one. If you want me to go first, I can. I can already tell. Okay, question number 10. Would you rather be married to someone good looking who doesn't think you're attractive, or be married to someone ugly who thinks you're gorgeous? This is like very superficial. Do you want to answer first? Because I could probably answer first if you prefer. Okay, I'll answer first. Be married to someone good looking who doesn't think you're attractive, or be married to someone ugly who thinks you're gorgeous? What? I would rather be married to someone ugly who thinks I'm gorgeous, because I wouldn't want to be with someone who didn't find me attractive. And I don't think that if I was with someone, I would find them ugly. I mean, even though it says you'd be with someone ugly, but after all, I guess they're just characterizing it on the outside. And for me, personally, physical appearance is not as important as the inside. So I would definitely rather be with someone who thinks I'm gorgeous, because at least I know that they have an attraction for me. And I don't know, does that sound vain now? I hope it doesn't sound vain, but I think it would be vain to be with someone good looking who just thinks you're not attractive. I don't know, maybe you would answer differently. What would you say? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I agree. Why would you say that? I feel the same way. Yeah. Right? Like it's such a weirdly phrased question. Be married to someone good looking, so you find someone attractive, but they don't find you attractive. Or you don't find someone attractive, but they do find you attractive. Be married to someone ugly who thinks you're gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Looks fade at the end of the day, so it's nice to feel desired, and I know that for me personally, I don't necessarily need the physical attraction as much as I need the emotional and mental attraction, so I'm sticking with my answer. Oh, I cracked my leg. I think that's a sign that we should probably get up. What do you think? I know. Did you enjoy these questions? Just 10 questions, but I feel like I know you so much better. Yeah. This is just a little necklace. It has I believe it has my sign on it. So, Sagittarius. What's your zodiac sign? I can't believe I didn't ask you. I actually love this question. I think we're pretty compatible, to be honest, so. Yeah. Honestly, my ice cubes are melted, my knees are cracking. We've been in this closet for like, I don't know, at least half an hour. Maybe we should go out there. We'll mingle a little bit and then we'll casually just make our exit. And then we can go home, get into our pajamas, and just be comfy. What do you say? Well, now I'm happy to have a new friend, and I don't feel so bad after all coming to this party because this was so worth it. It was really nice talking to you and getting to know you. I would love to see you again soon. You're so nice. It kind of feels strange to shake hands and not hug, so yeah, once we get up, before we leave the night, we'll give each other a big hug. Well, I hope that I could make you feel comfortable and just take the tension off of these crazy busy social gatherings and just unwind together. Yeah, you made me really happy. It was so nice that you joined me here. I kind of thought that I would be in here a bit by myself, but this is so much better than I could have imagined. Well, we'll definitely find each other before the end of the night finishes, but if not,